Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole and today we are finally in our home like you saw in our last video. So I did want to go ahead and give you an empty house tour. If you're somebody who's in the middle of building your own home, maybe you've just started, maybe you're just kind of thinking about it. If you've seen any of kind of our journey to get here, the whole year and a half that it took to finally get us moved in. I just really wanted to show you what everything looked like all put together. We've seen all of the things from the design center, the design center part 2, kind of our redo of everything. And here's the final product. So I did want to give you a bit of a walkthrough. So a couple of notes, this is not going to be my regular setup. I am on the floor in my office. Hopefully it's not too echoey. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'm still kind of looking for how I want everything set up. So if the sound quality is terrible, I will find out during editing and I'll make sure that we don't film in here until I get that sorted out again. So sorry if it's not great. Second, I did have kind of an unexpected absence last week. So there was no video for the first time since I started this channel. What happened there is if you can kind of still hear it in my voice, I got pretty sick last week. It took out my voice almost completely. One day it was completely gone, but I just did not sound great. It's not that I felt too awful, but a lot of sniffing, a lot of coughing. It wasn't something that I really wanted recorded and, on the internet forever. So I did wait that week. And like I said, my voice was completely gone. I did take a COVID test. I was negative there. So I don't quite know exactly what it was. It's almost like I forgot the last time I had just a regular cold. It's been so long, but we're on the mends now. Again, it might sound a little bit weird, but feeling better and time to get back on track. So because the lighting's kind of weird, we have windows over on this side. I'm trying to have a little bit of ring light to balance, but what we're going to do is when we got the keys, we came in, I recorded the entire house. I let my husband know. So I know that I had said we had dropped the U-Haul off in the driveway, went to closing, came back, unloaded everything. I was like, I need 20 minutes. I need to film the entire house completely empty because as soon as we start moving boxes in, I just want to keep that momentum going essentially. So I'm going to take you through the video I took that day. So that was the day of closing. That was April 27th of 2022. And I'm just going to have all of the video up on the screen and you'll just hear me narrating because I don't think this is going to look that good in the final product. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead, give this video a big thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and stick around for more to come. Let's get going. Starting off, we are finally getting into the house. So as you can see here, we do have this smaller entryway. It does feel a little bit large, but it has all of these kind of awkward corners and all of the lighting that we'll go over later. But it's got these small spaces that is going to make for a little bit of an awkward space solutions video that I'll have out eventually once I do get everything designed. And again, I'll have a lot more to say on the lighting fixtures that do come with the house. And this will also go through some before and afters and some of my project ideas that I want to be sure to share with you. So this is my office. This is where we are currently sitting over against that back wall. The nice big windows there. Unfortunately, none of the windows on the wall that is behind me. But you know what? Hopefully one day we will have that little bit more of openness there. I don't think the walls look too yellow in all of the light now that we are actually in, but it's definitely, again, a little bit darker than I was hoping for. So we'll definitely update you on the paint situation as that progresses. Right across from me is that dining room. Again, that horrible builder grade chandelier. Anyway, it's okay. It's already been replaced. It was replaced a couple days after we moved in. There is that really nice wainscoting over at the bottom of the room. And I like this openness here. You have that little bit that goes right to the butler's pantry. Again, the kind of different color cabinets, which we'll get into a little bit later, which I know I've spoken about before. So again, this is a little bit of a darker shade than what will be. We do have that room for a beverage fridge that I do not have just yet. But all in all, very excited to see what this will look like. It is currently still a bit of a disaster, but I do like how it is kind of in this open area, a little bit separate from the rest of the kitchen. This kind of little hallway cut through is interesting. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but moving on into the library bath. So what we did here is we did upgrade to the full bathroom. The room to the right, which we'll get into in a second, is my husband's office, but we did want to keep it in case we needed this to be a primary bedroom at some point, a bedroom on the main level. We wanted to make sure there was a full bath here. There is a nice big linen closet, and I do love that there's a window. Natural light is just my absolute favorite ever. All right, so moving in here, this is, again, my husband's office, or could be a bedroom in the future. We put in this really beautiful bay window here that we did have an option for on my office, and I am so jealous that I did not pick that option at the time. Oh, look how much light is in here. It's so pretty. Nice walk-in closet here too, but you can just really see, a nice view of the yard, all the trees, and this big wall that we might be thinking about built-ins. We'll see what happens in the future. Not heading upstairs just yet, but this nice wide open staircase, and then we get into the family room. This wall is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to put quite a bit because it is such a large blank space. But we have our fireplace. We do have that nice opening to the kitchen. And again, it all connects through here, as you can see. I'm so happy we got to go back and redo the floor choices. Can you imagine this house with those gray floors? That would have just sucked the life out of it, again, in my opinion here. We did get all of the appliances in before we moved in. We actually found out from our neighbors that a lot of us bought this GE Cafe appliance package, and I think we all got it in at about the same time. So there were some people in my neighborhood who had those kind of rental appliances for, a year plus. But as you can see here, I am liking the way it's all coming together, that nice light gray island, which the butler's pantry is supposed to have and will have at some point. But I was really excited with the counter space here, with this pantry, which we'll get into in another video a little bit more in depth. And again, just all of the storage options and the nice big counter space. Now, could it be bigger? Of course it could. Hi, hubby. But for now, I think this is beautiful. And it's so hard to picture things as you're putting together the entire plan, but I think it came together very well. We have this nice little mudroom entrance. Again, maybe a little bit bigger, but it's going to service all our needs for now. Moving up the stairs, excuse me, there goes my voice again. So you can see that they were able to match the LVP and the stairs, because the stairs are real wood, quite nicely. And we get into the primary bedroom. This little sitting area, I don't know exactly what I want to do with it just yet. So we'll definitely come back to that, but then into the main bedroom space. So the windows on this wall, I don't understand why they are spaced this way. You can see there's a lot more wall to the right than to the left, but it leaves the room feeling a little off center, but it's not terrible. We could put our bed over on this wall, but that's just not really what I wanted to do. So we have the fireplace, we have a little bit of a tray ceiling with that rope lighting that I don't believe I show in this video, but I'll definitely show in the future, and it does provide this nice warm glow at night. Moving into the bathroom, what I really like here is that the tile is all the way up to the ceiling. We did go with the dual shower heads and just this nice open window again. That light, I cannot express enough how much light, just my mood has soared since living here, not only because of, finally getting in and the space, but the amount of light that we did not have in the apartment was just crushing. The loft next. So here I want to do a really nice little reading nook sitting area. Again, not quite sure how I want it all to kind of play out, but with the light, with the window, with the view out of here, and just opening up the top of that stairwell. I just love the openness, and I feel like I can breathe a little bit better. Into the buddy bath here, I feel like there's a lot of doors. I really feel like this should have been a pocket door here to the actual toilet and shower, but things for another day. So that connects into the other bedroom here. Again, 2 sinks in that buddy bath. And those terrible light fixtures, we'll replace them someday. Now this had a really nice walk-in closet with a window. I'm not sure if I want to kind of make this a little sitting area for the dog and cat, since they can look out and they can have their own little space, but we just have that kind of bedroom view here. This will be a queen bed eventually. I do plan on reupholstering a couple of the beds that we have, and one of those will go in either here or the room across the hall eventually. I'm not quite sure which one just yet. So back out from the top of the stairs, we were just in the room to the right. So now moving into the room on the left, again, just another bedroom here. Now this one does have its own bathroom. That being said, because it is completely interior, it is pretty dark when there's nothing else going on. So flipping on the light so we can see here. I love that the showers have that little cavity space so that you can put your soaps, your shampoos, all of that. Nice big window here, and again with a walk-in closet, though this one being interior just has the light switch overhead. To the right there was the laundry closet. Nothing too much to see in there just yet. So we're gonna go ahead and move back down the stairs. So I did initially have a couple of the baskets on the iron uprights, I don't know what they're called, and I took those out and just went with the regular kind of spindle ones. I would have loved for there to be a straight option with no curve to it. That was not something we could have done here, but I do like the way it looks without those baskets. So down into the basement next, we did get most of it finished. So over here to the left, we have our unfinished spaces. So there's a nice bit of storage. And then out into this large rec room. Again, not quite sure what it's all going to look like just yet. I know this is going to be where our TV with video games, our couch that was in our old place for now is going to go here. I would love to get rid of that sometime. But also kind of a game room. So we really like board games. We like having friends over to do that. So this will be a kind of game and play area, but I'm not sure what vibe I'm going for. We're gonna have a lot of furniture that we already have in here to start. And then behind that door is just the HVAC and all of that. Because it is so large, I'm just going to have to put some extra thought into it. But again, for now, it will be just kind of a catch-all for our current furniture. A bedroom in the basement. So we do have that large egress window to make sure that it can legally be that bedroom. So that goes up into the backyard. It's not a bad size and it does get quite a bit of light, which is great. Walk-in closet here, just like the other bedrooms. And this door, again, I feel like there's kind of I understand why there's so many doors. I just feel like it could have maybe been planned a little bit better with some pocket doors. So I did not end up going through the yard here just yet, but I'll be sure to show that in a future video. So that is our home. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. So I do have some more things to show you. I mean, obviously all of our furniture is, I won't say all of our furniture. My garage is packed with furniture that I have some projects I want to do for some that I'm going to be selling. So most of our furniture is actually in our home, but trying to figure out exactly how everything's going to be laid out and everything like that. It's still going to be quite a process, and I do look forward to showing you all of that as we go along. I hope that you are as happy as I was that we were able to put everything together finally, and I do hope that if you are in the same boat, that you are just as happy and excited when you finally get into your house. I am definitely keeping my fingers crossed for you that you get in soon. My voice is doing some weird stuff. I haven't had to talk this much this long, excuse me, in a bit, so it is starting to go a little. So I'll go ahead and end the video here. If you did find something that you liked, be sure to subscribe so you can stick around for how this empty house actually gets filled up and kind of gets its personality, gets its soul, all of that. So I do hope to see you in another video. Until next time, bye.